slashers and scream queens, and welcome to the Amazon jungle.
Ooh.
Where we have some daddies to talk about
And some mommies in this movie too.
We sure do. We sure do.
And sorry, I just blanked out.
I threw you off a little bit.
It's different. But we have a reoccurring guest with, of course, a daddy.
Yes.
We got Ricky J. Duarte from RickOrTreat Horrorcast.
All the
Hey,
way from New York City.
New
New York City.
How you doing, Ricky?
Hey, daddies. I'm doing really well tonight. How you doing?
Doing well. Good.
I'm in a good mood.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
I am too.
We had a really good day today.
Yeah, we
and
did.
It was fun.
This movie, love this movie so much.
It's like the cherry on top of an already really good day.
Yep.
So
That's great.
What did we watch, Jonathan?
So we watched the 2000. I thought it was 2000, like 2000s. I don't know why,
No.
but 1997's Anaconda.
Yep, with one, just not plural.
Nope.
That's the sequel.
Anaconda.
Okay.
Sorry, no S
Singular.
at the end.
So yeah, we watched Anaconda, directed by Luis Josa, written by Hans Bauer, Jim Cash, and Jack Epps Jr. And did you know that Jack and Jim, they actually wrote
I thought you were gonna say Jack and Jill, and I was like, no, I did not watch that.
No, Jack and Jim wrote Top Gun.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, cool.
Which is
That's
kind of
awesome.
cool.
Damn, what happened?
With the budget of 45, this movie made money. This movie made $136.8 million.
Wow, holy fuck!
It was a success. A good success.
I mean, it was everywhere. I remember it like being
Mhm.
such a huge deal. I remember my parents were like super excited about this movie.
My mom owned this movie, and I watched it like every week.
Oh wow, that's
Mhm.
awesome.
Ricky, so tell us about yourself. For anyone that's new, tell us about your show.
Yeah, all
And
right.
then also tell us about your experiences with this movie in the past, now, future. Tell us everything.
I will. This movie. All right. We'll start with me. I do host RickOrTreat Horrorcast. It is a bi-weekly horror movie podcast. I interview industry professionals and horror enthusiasts, and then we pick a movie and we just deep dive, just like you guys do, and go kind of from start to finish and give it a little rating. And the show has really grown since you guys kind of picked me up and took me under your wings when I first started out almost a year ago. I can't believe it, because I was listening to you before I had a podcast. And so thank you for that. I've taken all of your advice, all of your kindness. You guys are really, you're very generous and wonderful people, and kind of like you have that reputation within the horror podcasting community. So
Thank
know
you.
that.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. So my show, I said, approaching 1 year, and I can't give details, but we're doing like a really cool interactive top secret but 1 year anniversary / Halloween special coming up. I can't wait to share the details for that. But if you want to follow and get some information about it, my website is RickOrTreat.com. I also just got a social media manager, Stanley Martin. He's blowing it up. So I'm
nice.
RickOrTreat Pod on TikTok and Instagram. The YouTube channel is RickOrTreat, and I'm getting a Discord pretty soon. And oh my God, wait, did I tell you I got my first brand ambassadorship?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's for Pigpen. It's like a gay lifestyle product. They sell video head cleaning solvent.
Oh,
Smells real
okay.
good. And
Mm.
t-shirts. So use code RickOrTreat if you happen to go to their website. And,
Okay,
you'll
that's
be helping
awesome.
me out. You'll
Awesome,
be helping the
man.
podcast out.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks so much. So Anaconda, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with Anaconda when it came out. Like, I begged my parents to take me to the movies. We bought this VHS tape. I loved this movie so much. This was also, I think, when I fell in love with J-Lo as well. This was my like, okay, I really think this is a really cool, talented, wonderful person. I think it speaks volumes if she can make this movie work. Then she's
Yeah.
got some talent,
Yeah.
But used to watch this movie all the time. My brother and I, we had a swimming pool, and we would play Anaconda in my swimming pool. With
that's cool.
those pool noodles, like the
Yes.
yeah, and
I love that.
yeah. So I had the sequel on DVD, but I could not tell you a single thing about it. Don't remember anything.
I own the sequel too.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Is it 2 or S at the end?
It's with an S.
Oh,
It's,
of
yeah,
course.
Plural.
like
That's
aliens.
awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Oh, that's
Is
awesome.
it what the hunt for the blood diamond? Is that it?
Hunt for the Blood Orchid.
Blood orchid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it has a daddy. Oh.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. That's what
Yeah.
I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna have to watch
And
it.
then there's 2 other sequels that were straight on sci-fi. And one of them has Robert Englund in it, and then there's one with Anaconda versus Lake Placid.
Oh, okay, I've heard. I think I've heard of that. That was
Wait, I didn't know
damn,
this.
That's crazy.
Yes, there's
Like it is in the Anaconda universe as Anaconda.
Lake Placid exists in this universe.
What?
Yeah,
Why are we
That's
talking about
pretty
that
crazy.
movie?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That's awesome.
we'll have to do that. Like it's the crazy sci-fi effects. It was on sci-fi. Like it's Lake Placid literally versus Anaconda. Like,
That's so
brilliant.
crazy.
That's so
Mhm.
cool. Wow, I love that.
So what about you, sir?
I just remember that it was pretty much everywhere. I mean, I was really young,
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
like, I just remember my family was obsessed with it. I remember just watching it on TV. It would just
Mhm.
be like on Telemundo and shit, like, obviously completely censored in
Yeah.
Spanish. But I just remember it kind of scaring me because it was just a big ass fucking snake. Like
So
it was
cool.
scary.
Mhm.
Watching it now, it seems so silly of me being
Mhm.
so afraid of this thing, but
Mhm.
I just remember it was everywhere. Everyone would talk about it. It was always the movie that J-Lo was in.
Mhm.
Like it was, it was pretty great, like seeing how so many people really enjoyed this movie.
Mhm.
So that's all I really remember from it. I was
That's awesome.
I was a child.
A child. For me, so my mom owned the VHS. And I actually have one right here of Anaconda.
Mhm.
Sealed and everything. It's in a plastic.
That's fucking cool.
And never opened. I actually bought it on eBay because I had to have it. So growing up, this was my favorite VHS cover. I don't know if you ever owned one of Anaconda. But my mom had one that was the 3D.
Yep,
Snake
like you could
scales and
feel
was
it.
shiny.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was obsessed with it.
Yep.
I literally would watch this movie and just play with the VHS cover.
It's funny because he came up to me at work and he was like, "Do you ever own Anaconda?" I was like, "No." I was like, "Do you remember if it had like a little shiny and like you could feel it?"
Because this one doesn't.
And
Okay.
I was like,
kinda
No.
mad when I got it. This one doesn't.
Oh, sorry to hear
Yeah.
that, buddy.
It's okay.
It's a good it's a good poster.
It's just so good. Yeah,
it's
it's
just
great.
so simple and it just works. It's a good one.
very effective.
Yeah, and so I watched it a lot as a child, and then I remember my mom took me to theaters to see the sequel, and I had
Mm.
fun with that too. I was like, "Oh, Anacondas," and there was more. But yeah, I love this movie. This is like the snake version of Jaws to me. Like I love it. This came in the era of like Lake Placid, Deep Blue Sea. It was kind of like back to back with these awesome creature
All these
features.
creature features. Yeah.
I was living in the 90s for
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
So with the cast, 'cause
Yes.
I don't. You might be like, oh, okay, whatever. But I was kind of like,
Well, I'll pretend.
yeah, please, because I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like this, how they did that? So obviously we have Jennifer Lopez as Terry Flores,
Yup.
known for a lot. John Voight as Paul Cerrone. He's been in Transformers, National Treasure, Mission Impossible, Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
We have Corey. I'm gonna misspell this. Kari Warrer.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. I got it. Cool.
Yeah.
I know her especially from 8-Legged Freaks.
That's so
Yep.
With-
crazy.
yeah, that's literally where I know her from.
This woman cannot take a break. They say it's not it's spiders, it's a snake. Like what's happening?
And she was Scarlett Johansson's mother in that movie.
That's funny.
Kinda crazy. So we have Ice Cube as Danny. We have Eric Stoltz as Steven. We have Jonathan Hyde as Warren. Jonathan Hyde, I feel like I grew up like with him as a father.
Yeah, there's
Because
so
he was
many.
in
movies.
Jumanji,
Yeah.
Titanic, like
The
he was
Mummy?
in big movies. The Mummy.
Like what the
Like
hell?
this man worked. Danny Trejo as Poacher because he's in the movie for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. They
Wait.
just like barely got him. That was Danny Trejo.
in the opening?
In the
Yup.
opening, that's Danny
No
Trejo.
way.
Yeah,
I watched
he's
this
so
movie twice
young.
this week and I didn't recognize him. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
And what's crazy to me is that he looks so different from Dusk Till Dawn to this movie.
Yes.
And they were around the same time. And, you know, since I don't have any Anaconda shirts, I decided to wear my From Dusk Till Dawn shirt with a snake on it.
Nice.
You know, Latino representation.
I got
with
you,
a
I got
snake.
you.
Oh, is that Selma Hayek? That's cool.
Yeah.
And I think it's her birthday. So
It was, 2 days
So,
ago. Yeah.
I
Happy
adore
birthday.
her. Happy birthday,
yeah,
Selma.
she's great.
We have Vincent Castellanos as Mateo. We have Owen Wilson as Gary. And this is the one that threw me off. Frank Welker as the Anaconda voice.
What the
The
fuck is that?
Anaconda scream was a man. It wasn't computer made, and that amazes me.
That's funny.
And
I
the
mean, that's
thing
pretty
is,
common.
This man is known for voicing Fred Jones in Scooby-Doo. He's done the voice of Scooby-Doo. He's done voice acting for Transformers.
I see
He's Shrek, Aladdin, Gremlins. This man has worked.
Wow.
And the fact that the Anaconda wasn't like a computer-made noise like they did in Jurassic Park, it was a man, amazed the fuck out of me.
Now the screaming part at the end, it's like, it makes it even crazier.
And I'm obsessed with a good roar, and this is one of them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's also like not nobody. Like
No,
they could have just grabbed someone from the crew, like, hey, yo, you're not gonna get paid for this, but do some extra work.
No,
It was, I gotta say, it was giving me a little bit of Jaws 4, the revenge vibes. Like when the shark roars. Like, does a snake roar?
No.
One, and I can say no.
No.
But yeah, that I was just so amazed by that fact that I was like,
that's
don't look
pretty
at
cool.
nothing.
That's pretty cool.
Let me save it for you. I was amazed. So in this movie, there's two snakes.
Yes.
The one is a 40-foot, 5,000-pound queen.
Yeah.
That's her nickname. And then the second one's a male. He's 25 feet, 1,500 pound, and his nickname is the Warrior. So the reason the Warrior, he's male, he's greener because he's smaller. The queen is darker in color because she's larger. They tend to get darker as they get bigger. And these are real facts. So for listeners and Riggy, I actually kind of like to throw actual facts about snakes and creature features because people tend to misinterpret the animal sometimes.
Yeah.
I think there's a really cool YouTube video. It's like by like these it's like BuzzFeed or something. It's like an animal expert that watches like different films and media with animals and see how they misrepresent them.
Right.
And he watched this one and he had really good info about like even like the eyes making them look like more evil.
Yeah, so they did them face pointier to make them look more evil, which I think is kind of a cool idea. And then the animatronics are actually in display in San Francisco Museum of Science.
Or
Science Museum, which I really want to go and see it.
Well, it's another reason to go.
I think it's still all in its skin, and then I think the tail is what's exposed, so you can see the animatronic inside.
Oh, that's
cool.
sick.
Which is really cool.
So
That's
sick.
really cool.
So anacondas in the film attack humans, but not each other. In real life, anacondas actually practice cannibalism.
Oh, okay.
And then female anacondas, which are larger, tend to eat the males, which girl power.
That's just like it's just serving.
Mm-hmm. And then in the film where they hunt in broad daylight and being able to move through water and land with no problem, in real life they're actually very slow. So the movie, that's the one thing that they exaggerate.
Because I think they attack like they take their like they pick a moment. They don't just attack randomly.
Right.
Like they'll choose.
In Latin, their name is Inictus morinus, which means good swimmer.
Oh, okay.
They can live for around 10 years, and then babies are 2 feet long when they're born. And anacondas actually don't lay eggs; they give birth to actual snakes.
Oh, those. Okay, I see.
Oh, weird. I didn't know that.
That's pretty
really
interesting.
cool.
So then is that like in Temple of Doom when they cut that snake open? Does that like an anaconda then? Remember they cut the snake open at the dinner table and the snakes pour out? Because I was always like, where are the snake eggs?
I think boas are also known to not lay eggs.
Weird.
That makes it look creepy.
Like, so does that make them mammals? But no, they're still reptilian.
Did you know for every snake there's always there's the same amount of penises? Even though obviously half of the snakes don't have penises, but most of them have two.
Yeah, most of them do have two.
So they kind of average, like they kind of even out.
Ah.
Sorry, random fact.
I love that.
Yeah.
Imagine having two.
That feels like too much.
There's a book by a guy who actually does have two penises. And check it out. I can't remember the name of it, and I read it long ago. Definitely.
Has he done adult filming?
He has, and at one point he had a boyfriend and a girlfriend at the same time.
Wow.
Okay.
Yep.
Dang.
So does that count as double penetration? Yeah, it does.
You can have a threesome with one other person. That's it.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Amazing.
It's super interesting looking. One of them functions better than the other, but like they both work. And I believe he only pees through one of them.
Oh, I wonder if
I would have so much fun with him.
I know, right?
That's pretty cool. The possibilities are endless.
Oh shit. So Captive bred anacondas can make calm, tractable pets when raised properly, but they do get large and their strength should be respected. This is not a species for anyone under the age of 18 and who does not have a reasonable amount of experience working with large constrictors.
Yeah.
Which I would not own one. In my opinion, mine's big enough. The one I have. Like many rainforest species, habitat loss is a threat to green anacondas. Protected areas are not always well regulated, and deforestation still occurs. Green anacondas are also hunted by people. Many people fear them due to their large size or may kill them to protect livestock. But in reality, anacondas don't really go after humans.
Yeah, because I feel like it's more of those like it's too big. It probably takes more effort, and they're too big to fucking move. So yeah.
And those are my anaconda fun facts.
Wow,
I love those. Thank you for sharing them.
Thank you. Do we have a recorded like how big these anacondas are in the movie?
Oh yeah, so I said it, baby. So the queen, the queen is 40 feet, and then the male, the warrior, he's 25 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna see like the largest one is 33 feet, like ever recorded.
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's fucking
averagely,
crazy.
Females can go up to 20, and males I think is 10.
Yeah,
averagely.
It was 3 feet long, 3 feet across on its widest part, and it weighed 180 pounds.
Wow.
Or 880 pounds.
I was gonna say, damn.
Jesus.
I was like, that's skinny. But yeah, that's pretty
skinny
crazy.
Snake. That's too much snake. That is way too much snake.
I wonder if because of us, the humans, if this is why they don't get as that big anymore.
I probably. I think there's so many hunters now, and I think they're just not letting it get to that.
Welcome to the science podcast.
I know. Look at us. Look at us being smart.
We are so smart. Oh my god.
No, but let's jump into the movie now. And I'm very excited actually. So we open with title card.
We got
Anaconda.
Yep. And it's very Evil Dead-ish.
I do love the soundtrack to this movie.
It's very really eerie.
It's eerie, but it's very calming too.
Yeah.
Like I can fall asleep to this.
Yeah, it's like it kind of gives me that vibe of the Amazon where it's like there's so much mystery with it, but also it's very soothing.
Like I feel like I'm in the jungle when I'm listening to this.
But I always say this, but it reminded me so much of Evil Dead, like the original specifically, because it's like the Sam cam, but very slow, it's almost it's like stalking, exactly, and it's going deep, like really close to the water, and it just is exactly like the first Evil Dead movie.
It's kind of swaying with the music.
They're going for like a Jaws feeling, where like the POV shot through the water. They use that a lot in this movie, which works if you can't if in place of using the snake and spending all of that money, the POV shot totally worked.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Because I think if I read correct, they spend $100,000 every second the snake was in CGI.
Jesus. Yeah, they probably had so many people working on the animatronic itself,
especially back then. I mean, CGI was, and I gotta say, the CGI in this movie for 97 is that what we said? Looks pretty
not terrible.
Good.
Not terrible.
It's not terrible.
I've definitely seen worse recently. We saw The Flash.
Oh yeah,
that's
really?
way worse.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, and then I know in some parts of the movie the animatronic would spaz out, but they would keep the shots in because it kind of made sense.
Yeah, and it made it look even creepier, like would it spaz out.
And I'm super amazed with this animatronic. It literally, it's not like Jaws where you can that's Bruce the shark. It's not a real shark.
That you can see the cuts when it's definitely it.
With this snake, it looks fucking realistic. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, it's pretty really crazy.
Scary.
The very close up shots, I was like, oh, that's intimidating.
Even the inside, it looks real.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we get Danny Trejo. He's being stalked.
What was his name again in
where?
Until Dawn. Not Until Dawn. Dust Till Dawn.
I forgot his name there.
Damn, never mind.
Why?
I wanted to call him that.
Machete?
Sex Pistol.
That's not him. That's
Oh, that. Never mind then. That's That's not him.
No,
he was a bartender. I keep forgetting that he was a bartender.
Yeah, and
did Tom Savini play Sex Pistol?
That's what it is. Yeah. Sex
Machine. I haven't seen that movie in so long.
We watched it.
I should revisit it. It's good. I remember loving it.
Good.
Yeah. George Clooney. Oof.
George Clooney with tattoos.
Yes, and then I saw Batman recently, the George Clooney one too, and I was like,
he did it that same year, right?
Yeah, George Clooney in the 90s was just something else.
I had a meltdown last year when I realized I'm the same age that George Clooney was when he played Batman.
Oh.
I hated realizing that. The same thing happened when I realized I'm older than Bridget Jones.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you look back and you're like, oh, yeah, these movies are like, what, 10 years old? No, they're 30. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it hits you really hard.
Like, Halloween's about to be 50, and you're just like, oh.
Yep.
Remember when H2O came out? And, well,
and
maybe
it was
not
20 years later.
Yeah.
And now it's been 20 years since, almost 20 years since that. And it's like,
over 20 years. It's been like 25 years.
30.
Jesus.
Oh. We're getting old.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah. So Danny Trejo basically quacks himself and removes himself from this movie real fast.
Like, that man did not even think about it.
But I do like that he climbs as high as he can, the sub tower of the boat, because it's very Jaws, except it's not sinking.
Yeah.
And then instead of shooting the snake, he shoots himself. And then we meet Terry and Steven, who are dating, right? They've been dating already.
I feel like they had a past. I think that they broke up for a while. Yeah.
I think this is what's bringing them together. Like, damn, what's up, girl?
It felt like an opening of a porno. Like,
oh yeah,
camera or actor comes to see director.
Ooh,
yeah, it's like
it did feel like that. Like, kind of, damn, girl, I forgot how thick you were. Shit, can I like to see you walk away again.
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna lie, he was fine, and I hate that he removes himself from this movie too.
Eric Stoltz. He did you know he was the original Marty McFly?
Oh,
really?
before.
Yeah, so he you can see footage of him in the role before they recast him. He got fired because he was taking the character in a very serious, and it was his frame of mind and his idea as kind of like a brooding young actor that if Marty really went back in time and was meeting his parents, it would freak him the fuck out. So he was, it's true, right? But he wasn't playing into the comedy behind the screenplay. So he was fired. It's really interesting though to look up the clips of him versus Michael J. Fox. But he was also in Mask with Cher. Have you ever seen that movie?
No.
Okay, it's fucking good. He plays Cher's son. It's a gorgeous, really great drama. Yeah, must see.
Mask?
Yeah, Mask. Yeah,
I'll check it out.
Yeah, he has he's born deformed, and so it's their relationship as he gets older.
Oh, okay, that's really cool. But yeah, I didn't know Marty McFly. That's
isn't that the joke in The Flash?
No, it's not him.
Oh, okay.
It's some other
spoilers
person.
for The Flash. There's a joke that Marty McFly doesn't play. Michael J. Fox doesn't play Marty McFly.
Yeah, because he changes the timeline. So it's like, yeah. I thought
that was the name they said, and that's the joke. And I was like, oh, okay.
That would be kind of cool that they actually followed through with that.
Right.
That would be pretty interesting.
So yeah, we meet them. They're flirting. We find out that they're basically filming a documentary about a tribe here in the Amazon. So the next day we start meeting everyone. We meet Danny, Denise, Gary, and West Ridge, the bougie one.
The bougie.
He's my favorite.
Yeah, he is. I feel like this movie should have been filmed like The Office. Like they're doing, is that a snake? And they just look at the camera like, oh no.
I found footage of this
of a creature feature would be funny as hell.
Yeah, it would be. What a comedic way of it. Yeah, that would be really funny. Danny should have just held the camera the whole time and just said, "Oh, you guys are doing great.
Yep.
You're right. The snake, you're doing perfect. Just stay over there."
So that would.
And then they interview the snake, and it just does the
noise. Oh my god, that's so funny. So Denise is the production manager. Danny is the cameraman. Gary's the sound guy. Wes Rich, since he has the accent, he's the documentarian that talks.
Yeah, which I was thrown off by the accent a little bit because this man has a Spanish accent, and I was like,
no, not him. Wes Rich, the bougie one.
Okay, yeah, the bougie one.
We haven't messed around yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And also Ice Cube. I feel like this movie, he was like, I need to promote all my music.
Yep.
His literally first line is a reference to his song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what? This man.
And then he's listening to a song of his, which makes this meta. Right?
Yeah, I was like, does he make music in the lore of this movie? Like they just added that, but no, I think he's supposed to be
He's
like a
Ice
different
Cube
artist.
undercover.
Right.
He had to escape for a while, so he goes by Danny.
Yeah, he's just found this one job and he had a camera with him.
And he knows how to use it. He's done music videos.
So funny.
They set off. This river looks huge. It looks like an ocean. I was like, this is a river?
Yeah.
Like, it is huge.
That's the Amazon.
The jungle makes Gary very horny.
Oh.
Which Owen Wilson in this movie throws me off a little bit.
Because he looks like Logan Paul. He looks just like Logan Paul. The whole time, I was like, what does he look like?
I did say, I was like, he kind of looks like Logan Paul.
Yeah. Yes, going on it's fucking him. Yeah. I was like, oh, it's so crazy.
I gotta say, guys, I'm not a Owen Wilson fan. I can't do it.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. I liked him in Loki. I don't know if you guys are into that show, but I liked him there because I think they gave him like a character. Usually he's kind of like
I liked him in Marley and Me.
Yeah. But did you like him for him or for Marley?
Well, I haven't seen the movie since then because I can't.
Right.
I cannot.
Never again.
Yeah, that's a one time and done.
We went into that movie I think it was Christmas Day, not knowing what this movie was about.
Oh no!
And so I saw my dad cry twice at his mom's funeral and at Marley and Me. And then we left the theater, and there was a line of people waiting to get in, and everyone leaving the theater was crying. And this line of people was like, "What the fuck?"
Like, we're in trouble.
I feel like the poster and the title.
Yeah, it looked like a family movie.
It's a family movie with your dog, and
it looked like Air Bud. It looked like Air Bud. No.
Yeah, you grow up with this dog, and then it just dies, and I'm gonna cry if I think about it.
No, every dog movie, I'm telling you, that's gonna be a sad movie.
Yeah,
except Air Bud because it's for kids.
What was the one movie that came out a few years
ago?
The
Dog's Purpose.
I got 5 minutes in and I started crying. I was like, I shut it off. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't.
It's like people always say that it's the easiest way to like make your audience like feel things. It's just put a dog and have them die at the end. Mm-hmm. It's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. I watched Aliens. Guardians
Aliens.
of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy destroyed me. Aliens 3. A little bit of cry.
That's right. I forget. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's there's a website called doesthedogdie.com, and it's a trigger warning website.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. That's actually a really good service.
You can see if something dies and if you don't want to.
Yeah, we watched Guardians of the Galaxy and we were all crying and we were devastated. We had to film the episode.
Wait, I haven't seen it yet. I mean,
no.
I feel like I know what's gonna happen, but
you'll see. It's
so far behind on Marvel.
Movie.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine. I am too. I just watch whatever Wanda's in and whatever he tells me is good.
Great. Yeah. I can't keep up. I can't watch every episode of every show to watch the new movie. Same with Star Wars.
I'm not even caught up with the show. Yeah. It's too much.
It's a lot to keep up with. That's why I give up.
I just told him, I was like, you got to watch just Guardians 1, 2, 3, and then like a few Marvel movies, and that's it. I think you'll be fine because you don't even need to watch the rest. Like, it's too much.
But back to Anaconda.
Yeah, sorry guys. This is what I do. I'm so sorry.
No.
This is why my episodes are so long.
No, we love it.
We love this. We love conversation. I will say this is when there's a storm and they come up on Cerrone, and I forget how early he gets introduced into this movie. I swear I thought it was later. And he just goes crazy real fast. No, he gets introduced like in the beginning. And I'm like, okay, so he kind of works his way to becoming the villain of the movie.
Yeah, slithers his way.
Yeah,
he gets a little crazy. Like he's like, okay, this man is not stable, and then it's like, oh yeah, for sure he's not stable.
And I mean, I had a question. I was like, was everything a setup? And I mean, later on in the movie, they do clarify that
much confirmed.
Yeah, that Mateo knew he was on the way.
Yeah,
the wasp thing. Yeah.
It feels like he was trying to see like how much can the Anaconda do. Mm-hmm. Like so, he kind of had it all planned out for that.
And then he brainwashes one of them. He knew he would get into somebody's mind. We catch him catching a fish. He's from Paraguay, which he has an accent, and I guess it was his choice to do the accent.
Which is, I was like, oh.
Guys, how do we feel about this accent though?
It threw me off.
I'm used to it since I've seen the movie so many times. Right. But some of his lines is kind of funny to listen to.
You mean all of his lines? All his lines look like a quote generator. Like
he's a very deep person. He's been through a lot.
Everybody has the devil's eyes. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Guys, this is an Oscar-winning actor. You know, this is Angelina Jolie's dad. Did you know that?
Wait,
is he what?
Yeah, Angelina Jolie's father, John Voight. He was in Midnight Cowboy, but I don't think he didn't win the Oscar for that. I don't remember what he won for. But yeah, really, I mean, renowned is one of kind of like, you know, most celebrated actors of our time. I believe he's like a raging Trump supporter now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it in this movie.
Right. Yeah. But this performance, I think without the accent, it would be a better performance. I think the accent is really distracting.
It kind of made him like a cartoon character.
And the fact that he's a white guy playing someone from Paraguay as well.
Yeah, I was like, you could just be from America.
I don't know, like
we have those here that hunt and poach stuff.
You know, man said read the script. It just says guy from like a random fucking Idaho, and he's like, that boring.
Right.
If he would have said I'm from Florida, Texas, I would have believed it even more than Paraguay.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. I was just kind of like, it makes him look like a cartoon character. Every line is like a deep quote about fucking death or something, and I was like, all right, bro, you lost me.
He was a priest. He says he was a failed priest. And yeah, that's what he said. And
when he kills someone and says a contrition prayer while he's doing it, it's pretty. That moment is fucked up.
Yeah.
Also, I need to know his workout because the way he lifted up his legs and grabbed her neck was
seriously
very, very interesting. Yeah. I was like, how do you do that? That's a move. That's a move. Oh, you want a Netflix and chill?
What's up, girl?
What's up? Call that a face hugger.
Is that your daddy of the movie? You know what? We'll get to that. No. Absolutely not. Not even close.
But he says that his callings now are snakes, so he says he doesn't poach them, but he's technically poaching them and selling them. And then night falls, everyone's kind of hanging around. Terry and Steven are getting very flirty. They kiss, and I was like, oh, so they do know each other.
Yeah, they must have like a past. It's just like this movie also is like weird with names. So the backstory, I think they kind of like insinuated a little bit, but because they just kissed, like that's the thing. It was like they were together, there was some tension, and it's like just make out.
And then after that, she calls him baby the whole time. And I was like, so how long has it been?
The jungle makes you horny.
That's true. Gary said it. That's true. Then we get the snake killing a Black Panther.
Yeah, I was like, no.
Yeah, which is really cool.
It pops its eyeball out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so and then you see the eyeball.
Yeah, and we see it. We see the anaconda. Like we do get a glimpse. Like it's not, they're not trying to hide it. Like until the very end, they just right away show you.
I like that. It kind of there's that misdirect where there is an anaconda, but there's another.
There's more than one.
And then Westridge and Danny are arguing over the music, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, why you still playing your Spotify hits, bro? Like, why you always listening to yourself?
I do like that later on Westridge is listening to his music, and it's just opera. I was like, okay, let's go back to Danny's.
Yeah, let's go. Ice Cube, you were right.
Yeah. We come up on the snake totem, and I love this scene because Saron and Steven are playing who has the bigger dick.
Yep.
In this scene, because they're arguing.
It's a good scene.
Yeah, they're arguing over who's right about the tribes and who has the real facts. And I was just like, okay. And then J-Lo's looking at them like, damn, which one do I want now? Like who knows? Who knows
this
more?
This man, he got money. But this one,
he
can eat pussy like crazy. He really can.
He eats oatmeal.
We were watching this video. It's such an inside joke. No, we were watching like some YouTube video, and it was like, have you ever seen the button where they like two people meet for the first time and they go on like a speed date?
No.
And they can button each other, and like they get eliminated pretty much.
So heartless. Oh my god,
it's crazy. So this was one.
It's like Tinder in real life.
Yes, yeah, it's so heartless. But the gay editions are amazing. They're fucking awesome. But one of the girls says, my guy friends tell me that if you eat oatmeal, you like to eat kitty cat. And I'm like, what? Who came up with that? Carlos was like, I love oatmeal, but I don't do that.
I don't eat kitty cat. I eat
Anaconda.
We eat he. You know what I'm saying? In this room.
He eats Anaconda. Segue into the movie.
Yeah, so they're arguing, and I think Cerrone gets mad to the point where he's like, I'm gonna fuck with him and I'm gonna get him out of this movie.
Yep.
And he technically does.
He does.
Yeah.
Because they get stuck. No, sorry. This is when Denise and Gary go to catch some sounds. Mm-hmm. But they're catching more than sounds. They're catching feelings.
They're catching those sounds.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't turn it off. He just drops it.
Yeah, and that's it.
All you're gonna hear is
the guy in the in the back. What's happening? What the fuck? It's just like oh.
But they get attacked by a wild boar. So Ron saves them, and now this is their food for a week. And Danny's like, food?
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of bacon you can eat. It's sad.
I'm not into it.
No, it's like you just killed it in front of me. I'm not hungry no more.
But I do like the misdirect too. You think it's a snake, and you're like, oh shit, they're gonna kill someone right now.
Yeah, but it's like there's more animals than just the fucking snake.
Which I love. I like that.
Yeah, it's like there's danger. There's always danger to them, but it's not just a snake.
There's even the human.
Yeah.
Would you ever cruise the Amazon?
I watched 90 Day Fiance in the first season. It's with someone that goes to the Amazon, and it kind of freaks me out. But I kind of would if I'm with someone that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
So
like Mateo knew what he was doing and then died.
Okay, not Mateo. That motherfucker only speaks in negative quotes and has a weird ass Spanish accent. I'm not gonna join him.
You see, after 2 Anaconda movies, both take place in the Amazon. No, I'm good.
You were just reading about how they get misrepresented.
I'm not talking about the snake. I'm talking about just the thing in general.
It's kind of cool though.
It's a lot of danger.
Yeah.
There's even crocodiles.
That's true.
They just don't show one, which I wish they would have.
I literally was gonna say I wish they did more animals. We gotta besides the snake.
Save that for Anaconda versus Lake Placid.
Yeah. But I would totally go to the Amazon. I just would have I can't go by myself because I wouldn't know what to do. But if someone that can if I'm in danger could help me out,
if I have a friend that's from there. And I know this friend for a year or more that it's like they're not planning to midsummer me.
What about 10 months?
Yes.
10 months?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Year is good.
Yeah.
Year is good.
Would you do it?
Yeah, would you?
You know, it's always I can talk. Since I was a child, it was my dream to do it. But also when I was a kid, I wanted to go parachuting, and I don't think that I want to go parachuting anymore. You know, I think Amazon, yes, I absolutely would. I think it would be a breathtaking, once in a lifetime opportunity to see the world like that. You know, but also I don't need to jump out of an airplane. So those are the
Yep. Not fun at all. That's like my friend went to I think Iceland or Greenland or whatever, and it looks gorgeous, but he went by himself, and I was like, that's so scary. Traveling to another country like that by yourself is so scary to me.
I need to get out more. I'm scared.
We went out. We actually went out the house.
Yeah, to Target.
To Target and ran back.
Yeah. So yeah, then the next day, this is when the boat gets stuck, and then Cerrone, volunteers to go, but then Steven's like, nah, I got the bigger dig. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And Cerrone's like, all right, suit yourself.
So bye.
So I guess off camera, Cerrone put something in the tube.
The airline.
In the airline, because then Steven gets all, and then there's a wasp in his mouth, and Cerrone performs surgery, which I'm surprised Cerrone saves him.
Yeah, I think
if he meant to hurt him.
I mean, he has to show that he's a good guy.
He kind of has to
gaslight everybody.
That's true.
It makes him seem like a valuable member to this team if he can cut somebody's neck open and save them.
Yep.
That's fair. That's a fair point. I didn't think of that. Because I'm just evil.
Because imagine,
he can die.
I imagine J-Lo be like, who did this? And he's in the back like, yes, I did this.
My thing is, when did he have the time to? Where did he get the wasp?
Honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't know what the fuck was happening down there. He was just spinning, and I was like, "Did the propeller he got caught or something?" I was
this
confused.
isn't Final Destination.
Yeah, I was really confused.
Yeah, so he's pretty much out of this movie now for the rest, and then the plan is to get him to a hospital. So they suggest turning around, but then Cerrone is saying that I'll take 2 days because of the current.
Yeah.
So he says, let's go this way. And then that's Jennifer or Terry. She's like, well, that's the way you wanted to go originally.
Yeah.
Like, what are you planning? And then he's like, well, I did, but now for a good reason, we have to go that way. And I'm like, gaslighter. That's it. That's his asset. So.
But he gets the Jamie Lee Curtis treatment in Halloween too.
Yeah.
We only see him fucking here and at the end. That's it.
Laid up in a hospital bed.
That's true. Then the next day they come upon this wall and they blow it up, and it's kind of cool. There's baby snakes everywhere. Yeah. There's a shot of a snake with something in its mouth, and as a kid I thought that snake actually had arms. Do you know what snake I'm talking about? That shot? No. Oh, so in this scene after they blow up everything, all the snakes are on the boat.
Yeah.
There's a quick shot of a snake with I think a frog in its mouth.
Oh shit!
And its legs sticking out. And I as a kid was like, "Is that a snake with arms?"
That'd be so crazy.
Yeah.
They used to evolve. Like holy shit.
But it's all the baby snakes. These were actual real snakes that someone let them use for
like a garden snake. Like
a
little garden
snake keeper.
Snake? Oh no! I'm saying like those are like garden snakes, like little tiny ones.
They were anacondas,
like legit,
like baby anaconda.
Oh yeah, Lord,
the movie's Anaconda.
Yeah, but they could use they could just use different anaconda like snakes.
No, they had anacondas and boas.
All right, I have a question, and this is going to end the movie right now. Yes. Why the fuck didn't Cerrone just collect baby anacondas
and raise them?
He wanted that quick money.
A giant grown up one.
It's so true. Like I don't understand.
All he had to do was get up a baby, get the blood orchid that we find out in the sequel, and make it bigger.
That movie didn't exist, baby. He didn't know about that.
Well, the people, whatever.
Yeah, I also like. There's so many things. Like, okay, you got this motherfucker that's trying to kill you guys, and they're like, hit him, knock him out, like tranquilize him. I'm like, no, kill him. Bye. He's trying to kill you.
And when y'all get back to civilization, who's that?
It's like self-defense.
The jungle took him.
Yeah, the jungle took him. I to be fair, I don't know that these baby snakes are supposed to be anacondas, but there are baby anacondas in this movie.
There's a nest.
They should have. Yeah, literally a nest.
It's so funny. It's like his plan is kind of stupid. I guess he wants the money quickly. He can't wait 20 years for the snake to get bigger to get the money.
Actually, according to my research, it only takes them a few years to mature fully. Oh, that's what I read on IMDb. So
what the fuck? He just risked his life for no reason.
That's true.
He just couldn't wait.
It makes me wonder. Well, I don't know, because it's like why did the war in the Queen get so big? But I guess I don't know.
I mean, this is also you gotta have to be like suspend your disbelief a little bit,
because he specifically wanted to go a certain direction where the tribe is, because that's where the big ones are.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Cerrone is special. But they come across a boat. We find out it was Danny Trejo's boat, and this is when they find treasures. We find out that they all know each other, and Mateo gets it. And Mateo's death is pretty cool too.
Yeah,
all the deaths in this movie are actually
really
cool.
The deaths are pretty sick.
Like they're not boring. So yeah, Mateo kind of gets it, and it makes me wonder if Cerrone knew Mateo was gonna get it here, or if it just out of coincidence happened. He's like, well, that makes my job.
That's easier. It made me seem like it was just a coincidence.
Yeah. Now he doesn't have to split any money with anybody now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true too. Oh, damn. He's just killing his friends.
Yeah. That's greed, baby. One of the seven deadly sins.
That's true.
That's him.
And then I love this line because when they get back on the boat, he just unfolds like this big old thing, and then they're like, "What the hell is that?" And he goes, "Snake skin." And then Danny's reaction: "There's snakes out here this big," which is like, yeah.
It is. It's so funny that part. I'm like, man, if Scary Movie did a parody of this, I could totally be like, "What's this?" And it's like, "That's foreskin," and they're like, "Ugh." Like it feels like such a classic joke.
It's so funny because when my snake sheds, it sometimes tends to poop too.
Oh, really?
At the same time, and it's just like all in there, and it's like.
Ew. What kind of snake do you have?
I have a ball python.
I used to have a ball python.
Yeah. I was gonna have him, but he might have just
went away.
Go everywhere and get caught up in all the wire, and I was like, oh no, I won't do that.
He's distracting.
When I have him, he's very explorer. He likes to be Dora.
How old? How big?
Shoulder. I've had him for 5 years now.
5.
Wow.
And he's about 4 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, he's about 4 feet. He's a male, so he's gonna be smaller.
Yeah, I had a female. Her name was Baby, and I did end up getting rid of her. And I probably never should have owned her in the first place. But I would feed her in the bathtub because if you feed them in the cage, they think every time you open the tank that it's feeding time. So I would take her to the bathtub, and then she got to a size where like I would take her to the bathtub, and she would get real fucking squirrely, and I started to be afraid of her. And so I did. I rehomed her. I found her a wonderful new home. But
that's good.
Yeah, that was my history. That was my history.
There's also the problem where people let them go, which is
why
we're having the problem in the Everglades right now.
Yeah.
No, but I'm glad you found her a home. He's very sweet. He's never tried to attack me ever in his life. I love him. He's very curious about whenever I take him out. He's very curious.
He's always moving. Like he's great. He has a personality.
He sure does. His name is Mr. Grayson.
Mr. Grayson. I love that. That's cool. Yeah.
My partner named him because he was a Christmas gift.
Oh, sweet. That's quite a Christmas gift.
Yeah. So I was deadly afraid of snakes, and I had a friend that owned like 10 of them, and I asked her like, how do you do this? Because I'm afraid. And I just said, I need to wear my big boy pants and I own a snake and see, because she told me, she's like, hey, they're not what people make them out to be. And that's how I learned that they're not how people make them out to be.
Yeah. I worked at Petco for a while and I would just bring animals home all the time. I had a pet rat for a while. I had a dog from Petco. Yeah.
Yeah, the rats, I can't do it because I feed them, so I feel bad.
Right, yeah.
It's sad.
Too close to home.
And it also doesn't help when you name them like, what's up, little Stuart Little? And it's like, you build a bond on the way home, and it's like, Carlos, why you do that?
Oh, no.
He said he's cute.
I wasn't the one that was naming them. My partner would name them on purpose to make me feel bad when I would have to
That's
go feed
fucked
them.
up.
Yeah. So this is when they wait for Matilda all night. Matilda doesn't show up, so they're kind of like, well, we're gonna have to go. But then Cerrone here kind of does a little gaslighting with Gary.
Yeah, of course.
And Gary kind of falls for it. He's kind of the weaker one in the group, I guess.
That's what he's kind of like the neutral one. Like he kind of just was there just for the sake of it.
Yeah, but Cerrone's whole thing is like, hey, your documentarian is kind of out. I mean, what are you gonna shoot now? You could shoot me, get a snake, and it could be millions of dollars.
He said, "You are right. I fucking hate everybody here."
Yeah. Real quick. So he kills a monkey, and then the monkey's used for bait. At this point, Gary's chosen his side.
Bro, I was really thrown off because I thought the monkey was real, and I fucking scared the living shit out of me.
The shot before the shoot.
No,
it's a real monkey.
But when he fell, I was like, I literally my soul left my body. I was like, did they just fucking use a real monkey? Because it looks real.
Yeah,
when he had it in his hand, it was like, I don't know, it was like really freaky.
And apparently, John Voight still has this monkey puppet somewhere, and I was like, that's kind of cool though.
Yeah, I mean that's a relic. That's pretty sick.
I love that's the keepsake he wanted from the set. Right. the dead monkey.
I would have wanted the snake.
Well, it's just you know what? I saw the little monkey and it reminded me of the Ace Ventura monkey. Oh. And I was like, no, they did him dirty.
Oh, there's a monkey like that in the sequel.
Oh, really?
It's the guy's pet.
Oh, I see.
And throughout the whole movie, I'm like, do not kill the monkey. Yeah, so he kind of picks a side, which is Cerrone's. Danny's about to whoop their ass, and then Cerrone pulls out a gun, and I love that Gary's like, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, Gary, you know you were about to get your ass beat.
Yeah, you're about to do it, but you gotta pull out the gun.
Yeah. So as they're slowly on the boats, Cerrone is trying to slowly catch something. The snake appears. The big snake attack here.
Is this the part with the lights? Like blind it.
Yeah, blind the snake. The snake is screaming. I don't know.
I was like kind of like I'd never heard that. Like you can blind a snake.
I know
like
that. I don't want to say all of them because I don't really know, but I know that most of them they're like Predator. They see infrared.
Oh, I see that.
It's something similar to that. They can see heat, which is why when you feed them frozen mice, they say to thaw it out, kind of warm it out, so they see it.
Okay, I see. Because I see it says, even though they can't see colors or far away objects, snakes are very good at close-up vision. This means that they can see things that are right in front of them very, very clearly. The eyes are also very sensitive to movement, so they can easily spot their prey or predators from distance. Yeah. So
that's why when they're babies, if you move suddenly in front of them, they might strike.
I see.
Because they get scared easily.
Yeah, it says that they're sensitive to UV light. So yeah, okay, that makes sense. So they had a strategy at least. Yeah. I mean, they weren't. It looked like they were missing.
No, yeah, because this snake went ham on this boat.
this snake was dodging them lights.
But you know, this scene, like, it looks really good. Like, the animatronic looks real. Like, it looks like a real snake attacking them.
Well, it's also like nighttime, so I think it helps also so much with hiding any little imperfection and I think just lighting it properly would make it look amazing, and that's what they did. It kind of makes you forget that it's an animatronic.
I'm pretty sure this is the scene where Polly spazzed out and they kept it in the movie.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's going a little crazy on the boat, and then it attacks J-Lo or Terry through the window.
Through the window. Okay, J-Lo's different.
Through the window. And this is when Gary and Denise fall in the water, but then Gary kind of gets it here.
Yep, which is like
it's a cool shot. It's really cool with he. I love when the snake wraps around someone and they spin around, they rotate. Yeah. It's just real good.
And it's like a lot of wire work, I'm assuming, because like you even see them like getting like kind of pulled in to when they're like wrapping around them, and it's so cool. Like it looks so aggressive.
He's got his back against like the pole of the boat, and the wrap is the snake is wrapped around him and the pole, and so he's kind of just like tied to the pole of this boat. It's really cool.
It's a horrible way to go.
Yeah, and I love how Denise kind of reaches out for him, and the anaconda has like a mind, like it knows, and it's like no, don't do it.
Yeah,
like you're like I'll bite you.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And I love the pattern of the warrior one, the green with the yellow. It looks beautiful.
It's pretty. Yeah,
and
pretty scary.
Yeah, and then I also love the shot after once he's in the water, you kind of see him turn over into the water and still wrapped around the snake. And then they're leaving, and then the shot of him inside of the snake. Yeah, with like fucking that, awesome.
Like the face like coming out of it. It's fucking awesome. Pretty crazy.
You hear his like final like breath as it turns over the water. It's real sad.
It's so good. I love the tagline to this, or one of the taglines to this movie. It's like, if you can't breathe, you can't scream.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's kind of like the in space, no one can hear you scream.
Yeah.
It was funny because during this scene, I was like, they should have done something kind of like Spider-Man 1 when Green Goblin dies, where like the glider's coming up, but it's Anaconda, and then it just cuts to Owen Wilson going, "Wow," and it just fucking gets them.
Yeah. So this death is all, like I said before, all the deaths in this movie are like pretty cool. Like, there's not a boring one.
It's hard to. I was thinking, I'm like, damn, which one's my favorite? Because it's fucking hard. This one's they have so many good ones.
So then Terry tries to seduce Cerrone. Hey Renfield.
Oh my goodness.
This is my cat Renfield.
He's so cute. She tries to seduce Cerrone, and it does not work out in her favor. He sees Danny coming in, but then Westridge kind of gets the upper hand on him. But I do love that when he punches Danny, he's like, one more kiss.
Yeah, like, that was pretty good. It's
like, yo, what gross. The fuck? He's slimy. He's just nasty. I hate him.
Throughout this whole movie, like, his shots of him looking at her with that creepy smile, I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, immediately. And they're all sweaty and shit. I don't know. It just... his vibe was completely off from the start.
Yeah. So. Like, y'all don't see it? This man looks evil.
Yeah. I guess they did see it, but you kind of ignore it. You know, like, sometimes you get bad vibes from a person, you just kind of ignore it.
No, they're probably like, wow, this white man is doing an accent. He's on something. They come up on this waterfall. Cerrone is now tied up. They get stuck and they have to get unstuck, so they have to get in the water, kind of pull the boat out with rope. So as they're doing that, Denise kind of goes up to Cerrone and try to kill him. And I like that this kind of comes back on her because he does tell her like everyone has a devil inside.
Yes.
So now her devil is kind of like murder.
Yeah.
But this man has a bouncy ass because this man jumps and just face hugs this girl with his legs and just chokes her out. And I was like, how the fuck? You know, I'm gonna be honest. As a kid, I tried it to see like, how did this man do that?
His jump is pretty crazy. Like he jumps really high up.
Yeah.
Like it's
like that's a sex move.
Yeah, he's
like,
doing his burpees.
My thing is, this girl, like, any last words? Like, girl, just fucking do it.
Just do it. Yeah.
Like, stop with the ego. Like, just fucking do it. But no, that's what she gets.
She had the right idea. Get rid of him.
Yeah, because movie over. Boom, you're done.
Yeah, but it's like, no, I need to let him know.
And he had thigh power to like kill her. Do that.
But this is where he prays while he's doing it, and it's so fucked up. It's like he's just throwing this prayer away. It's just it's like, I don't know. It's gross. He's slimy. He's nasty.
And it doesn't come back, so you're kind of like, what the fuck was that? Like,
he said
so
he was
creepy.
He said he was a priest, but I also like that he does say that, hey, when you kill someone, don't look him in the eyes, but he does it.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. I didn't even think of that. You're totally right. Yeah, because that's what stops her. Ugh, gross.
So
he's looking straight at her as he's killing her.
He sucks.
He's fake.
But he kind of gets it. He kind of gets it back in a way, the same kind of way too. So he watermelons her head. Challenge from.
Oh my god! Wait, he constricts her like a snake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's.
I didn't think of that. All right, is that something super obvious that I should have caught on to like honestly 2 decades ago?
I'm glad you brought it up
because I just connected it.
What?
His wife is the taking of Deborah Logan.
Oh God,
that's Angelina Jolie's mom. Wait, and Angelina Jolie plays like a creature in what was that one movie?
The cartoon one?
No.
Beowulf.
Beowulf, yeah, where she has like a tail.
Well, she's like a demon. I don't think she's a snake.
Well, I know, but she has a tail. Yeah, so it runs in the family.
That's true. There you go. That's what happens.
We love coming up with stuff on this podcast.
Seriously.
But yeah, he breaks her neck, throws her in the water, and doesn't float. Which I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah.
They were like, hey, we can't. You're gonna have to cut your scene short.
Right. So then the snake is coming, and I love that we know the snake is coming with the floating grass. I love that shot.
Yeah, that's good.
Grass. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And everyone swims over to the boat. Westridge goes up into the waterfall. The snake, he calls the snake over to him. And another amazing kill here where he jumps off and the snake just grabs him in midair.
It's kind of like you think you're safe because you're like, oh, I'm running away from you. And he's like, nah, fuck you. I grabbed you. Is it my terms? I'm like,
yeah. He like jumps off the waterfall and it's such a good shot. Such a good kill.
I love this one too. Apparently in early trailers for this movie, he was just falling. There was no snake in the trailer.
Oh, that's funny because they probably didn't finish the CGI.
They hadn't finished yet.
Well, the thing is that apparently you just see him going up. So they kind of kept the whole shot of him but he was actually getting wrapped around the snake.
That's funny.
Wow.
Yeah. I was trying to find it. I was like, I can't find this. So I don't know if it's a real fact or not.
Or like lost media.
But apparently, he would be falling. He was falling up, but the snake wasn't in the shot because it was early. It wasn't CGI yet.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so Ron is still obviously on the go. So he's trying to kill Danny and Terry. But then, what's his face? Steven wakes up and saves them.
For a second.
And I love that Ron is like, the dart. And I was like, yeah, we get it. You guys are doing it.
Oh, it's so gross though, because he chokes him and he like pops the stitches in his throat and it starts bleeding.
And you see it squirt out for like a second.
Oh, it's bad.
Nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good detail.
And he falls in the water, and then Danny, with the obvious, damn, the dart came off. Yeah, we see it, Danny.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So we know that he's not sedated for long. We don't know where he's at. And then they managed to get the boat unstuck. And did you notice this shot too of the water going up?
No.
So they used the shot, the lance, they used a shot of the boat coming in, and at the end they did reverse it. I was like, that waterfall looks crazy to me. It is literally going upwards. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's the same shot when the boat gets stuck. They just reversed it.
Why?
To get it unstuck. So I was like, wow, they just hit rewind on the movie.
Yeah. And they thought that we wouldn't notice.
Oh, I noticed. That water going up is crazy. You should watch it. It's actually kind of funny when you catch it.
I will. Yeah. Now I will.
You should go back and watch it. Yeah, so they fall on this. Is this like a factory they come up on? Or
I think it's like an abandoned, like just like
a warehouse.
Ironwork. Yeah,
they come
warehouse.
up on something abandoned. They're looking for fuel still because they did lose fuel. I forgot to mention that. Which I had a question. Do you think Cerrone knew they were gonna lose the fuel? Like, was that part of his plan too?
Yeah, I think so.
For sure.
So.
Okay.
Because they only had one.
They ended up with only one,
and that was good for like
1400 kilometers,
yeah,
or something
like
Denise said. Denise, they don't say her name, and I was like, what was her name again? Denise.
J-Lo.
So they find fuel, but then Cerrone surprises them, and he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And here they wake up. He throws monkey blood on them, and this shot here, because slowly we also see the snake kind of approaching the warehouse, with some shots, the Sam cam shots.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, when the snake shows up, she's fucking eating. She's eating.
She's
slaying the fuck out of it.
She left no crumbs.
Ricky, I don't know. There's something about, I don't know how to even describe it. The way the snake just shows up on screen, it's like the baddest bitch is here.
Yeah.
Y'all kill my she just looks so fucking awesome.
For sure.
Yeah, she's serving the C word.
She's serving. She is serving.
Yep, she's serving. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like she is.
She's fucking serving.
Yeah, she is. Well, because she's protecting her brood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she has like a human mind in a way, because she looks at, so she wraps around them,
mm-hmm.
and another awesome fucking shot, and she's just looking at them. But then Cerrone tries to catch her. He can't, so he tries to run away, and she chases after him. And when she wraps around and catches and wraps around him, she looks at Terry and it's like, I'm about to eat him.
Well,
I'm gonna do you a favor.
Well, it's like what he said, like, don't look at them in the eyes before you kill them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that prey is doing it to him.
Yeah.
To him, like it's looking straight into his eyes. I'm going to eat.
I'm just saying, like, when she wraps around him for the second time, when she's about to eat him, she looks at Terry,
mm-hmm.
and Terry looks back at her like woman to woman.
She goes like this. Baby, I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I got you. I'm about to eat this fucking man. Oh my god, the queen fucking slays. I love it.
There should have been a cut of J-Lo like being tied up, looking at her and going, "Do it."
She kind of does.
She's like, "I got you."
But man, is this kill fucking awesome too?
Yeah, this one. It reminded me of Jaws 3, the inside shot.
Yeah.
But this one does it so fucking much better.
It looks real.
It looks so good.
It's just like, it's the inside of the snake going and eating Cerrone, and the way the snake is eating is really realistic. I've seen my snake eat. That's what he does.
Yeah. It's lit well, like the light from the outside
mm-hmm.
it just looks good.
Yeah. And then the snake, she's a lot darker. She's orangey. She just looks more intimidating than the
mm-hmm.
other one did.
Mm-hmm. Evil.
Yeah,
it's an evil snake.
Yeah, and they try to make a run for it, but she goes after Terry, not Danny. She kind of just whacks Danny with the tail, but she wants Terry for some reason. And
have you seen J-Lo?
That's true. She's like, damn.
She was running away. She's like, God damn, that's a lot of meat I gotta go get.
That's very true. That's very true. So,
she's so fucking beautiful.
Yeah. So she ends up in the room where there's a nest. The snake kind of breaks through and spits him back out. So in the movie, they said that sometimes they would just spit their food out just to go after another. Which I don't know if that's true.
No, spit it out to eat it again, right? Isn't that what they said?
Yeah, something like that. I know when I got mine, they told me if he ever whenever he's eating, do not scare him.
Yeah,
kind of leave him alone for an hour or two, because they can get super nervous to the point where they'll spit it out.
Oh,
yeah,
that's so weird.
So for the movie's sake, she did it to fuck with her.
Yeah, kind of like a haha, what's up?
Yeah. So she spits him out. He looks fucking gross.
Yeah, he's like all like burnt
and bumpy and
melty.
He winks at her.
Yeah.
And he winks. The wink, he's still alive.
It's so gross.
Yeah, the wink is so fucking slimy and rapey.
And that was apparently improvised?
And it was apparently improvised by him.
Like,
really?
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like it adds like a little touch of like, holy shit.
Like you're about to get it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Wait, I forgot. I do want to say her fucking great line when she's got him tied up on the boat. She says, "See, your job's pretty easy. I can catch a snake too." She calling him a snake. Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. All the puns.
I know.
I didn't catch that one. That's good. So, this is another great fucking moment that I love in this movie. It's when she runs up to Danny. She got a nest up there. We gotta murder them. And I'm like, girl, the babies didn't do nothing to you, but okay, we'll go for it. We'll go with it because the villain died. The snake's not the villain. You just gotta get away. But
you don't want to piss her off more, guys.
Yeah, we'll go with it. But the shot of the snake following her super fast is so fucking amazing to me.
It's so like it's like that
adrenaline rush.
Like, yeah, when someone's chasing behind you, like the footsteps. But oh my god,
it's just a slither.
Genuinely found myself like enthralled in this moment, like because I mean I know how it ends, but I didn't remember how we got to this ending. You know, so I was like, what? Run, climb! I was really into it. It's very, very effective.
And it's like this third act is like so intense the whole time. It's like there's always something happening, and you thought like, there's not that much you can do with a snake. They nail it. They go even further. Like it's so sick.
And even though they're not fast in real life, like this just shot of like the snake kind of just sliding up and like stopping for just a second, and then just boom. Like, you know, in real life, she would have caught her there.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
She's not that.
J-Lo's done.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's I even then, even like because that was a CGI snake, right? But even that is CGI, you see like all the debris around, like flying up, and it's so impressive. Like that little detail, like it made it feel so much like more like I was afraid. Like I literally was scared. Like it feels real.
I totally agree. So Danny kind of gets it impaled with a pickaxe, so it can't reach her when she's climbing up the tower. She gets loose, and he ends up tying her up to like a chain. Terry's trying to get out. They're gonna blow up this place, and when she gets manages, stuck. She gets stuck for a second. But when she manages to get out, the snake breaks out too. But then it explodes, and another great shot of the snake just falling in fire, screaming into the water.
So cool.
Love it.
It's fucking crazy.
So beautiful. Like just screaming. It's so eerie. That scream feels like it shouldn't be happening, and it makes it look it makes it sound creepier. So cool.
And then the snake in the water on fire, just chasing her, just dying. It's just so good. And then it just goes in the water, and we're like, okay, water over, Jaws 2 style, burning up. But nah, there's a jump scare.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Boom. Fucking right in front of her.
You know the shot. I'm
right,
not gonna lie,
right up through the dock.
Yeah. That shot of the head just coming up, if you really pay attention to it, it's kind of unnatural. Like you can tell it's like just a really hard head.
Oh, really?
Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Like an animatronic just literally just going boom.
Yeah.
Like those spare
like
Halloween.
a Jack in the Box.
The spare Halloween ones. You know how they jump at you real quick?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
That's funny.
But J-Lo's reaction is good.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Real good reaction.
I wonder she knew it was coming.
Yeah, because it's like really good. Like it's like it makes me feel like she got fucking really scared.
Yeah, I wonder if they told her something else was gonna happen, but that's not what happens. Is this? And I wonder if it was genuine.
Maybe, or like the timing was off. They told her like count to 3, but they went down on 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So Danny ends up killing it with an axe, and he has his final boy line, "Bitch," and the snake just goes into the water.
I just imagine him going, "Today is a good day." It's like what?
And J-Lo's like, "Get right."
Where's Ben Affleck at?
Oh my god.
That's what's missing of this movie. Ben
Affleck. Yeah.
But yeah, they kind of get back on the ship or on the boat. They find the tribe. Steven's okay, and the movie just ends.
Yeah.
Them on just going back home. I'm assuming.
Hope.
Yeah, it's just very like Deep Blue Sea. It just kind of just ends. That's it.
Ends.
Which is good. Like, don't prolong it.
No.
You went through
I don't need
climax.
anything else. Yeah, I don't need anything else.
That's it. You ended just like that. And we're good.
Yeah, and the music starts again, very soothing, very like I can go to sleep now.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone, that's Anaconda.
Alrighty, so like we do with every movie, we'd like to read, write a review and rate the movie.
On
so
Letterboxd.
on Letterboxd, of course. So, you want to give your Letterboxd?
Well, let's have our guest today go first, and Ricky, obviously, promote your Letterboxd as well
if you want to.
I'm not really big on Letterboxd, I gotta say, so I'm not going to. But hold on, I'm pulling it up. Somebody else go. I'm pulling mine up. I should have had it up.
No, you're fine.
Oh, you're
okay.
fine.
Okay, so I can go. Let me. So I gave Anaconda 1997 a 3 stars. I was gonna give it more, but I feel like 3 is what it deserves.
Okay.
But I will say this: 3 stars is a solid 3 stars in my heart of 5.
Okay, I was gonna say personally, because I know enjoyment versus the quality of the movie would be different.
So in my heart, this is a 5-star creature feature. It does it for me, but it's a solid 3.5 y'all know what I mean. Y'all know I'm crazy.
He makes his life complicated.
Yeah, I gave it a heart. It's amazing. So I said my Anaconda don't. This movie is fun, hot, and wet. Awesome cast. The Anaconda scream is iconic, and all the kills are very good and seem realistic in a creature feature way.
Okay. All right. I see that. Okay. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
All right, Ricky, Ricky,
I
what
wrote,
did you give this?
My Anaconda do want some. Also, how did it take us this long to reference that song?
I know.
And I completely forgot how batshit this movie is. No wonder I loved it so much as a kid. From snakes stalking like Jaws, to snakes raining from the skies, to snakes chasing waterfalls, to snakes screaming, to snakes in flames. This very good bad movie is the definition of popcorn flick in its purest form. 2.5 dead monkeys out of 5. But because you can't put 2.5, I rated it at 3.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I meant that waterfall one's good.
Yeah, that waterfall was pretty good.
Real good.
So mine, if you guys want to follow me on Letterboxd, it's hung 12-inch. And I wrote my Anaconda don't. I love that we all had the fucking song. The movie did bore me at the beginning. Mm-hmm. I think the movie starts really, 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 really slow. For the first half, but it builds up to the final showdown that is pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. No matter how silly the CG is, a screaming giant anaconda that's on fire trying to kill you is still pretty badass.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I gave it a 2.5.
Okay,
so.
fair.
Yeah, but you can do half points on Letterboxd?
Yeah, you have to press it twice.
Oh, good to know. All right.
Yeah. So you give it a 2.5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If like a 5 is like a Citizen Kane, then I'm gonna give Anaconda half of that.
I feel you.
That's fair.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then Daddy of the movie.
Oh well, let's see.
This man,
I'm gonna give it a J-Lo.
J-Lo, I think J-Lo deserves it.
J-Lo did amazing in this movie.
Yeah, she did. She actually had a great performance. Mm-hmm. Even it's like crazy how like
was this before Selena or after?
Oh, I don't remember.
This was after, but it was before. Right? It was before her first album. Because when her first album came out, everyone was like, "No, she's an actor. She can't be a singer."
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think this is after Selena.
Oh, this is the same year.
Is it the same year?
Okay. 97.
I think Selena was recorded first because I think Selena's known to be her first.
She looks much younger in that too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know the release date. It doesn't say it here, but
I mean, they probably dressed her to be younger because Selena.
Yeah, that too.
That's true.
Anyway.
And she does look pretty young here too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, Selena, for sure.
Yeah. So J-Lo's the daddy of this movie. Like she kills it. She's a good final girl in this movie. I wish she would have done more features.
I felt like, and also I think in this movie she kind of was stepped aside a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I wish she had a bigger role. Like I mean she is the main character, but I feel like I wish she had more to do. Mm-hmm. You know what she did, she killed it. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
I haven't seen The Cell from her. I hear she's
doing
that too.
What?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
Wow. You know, it's a beautiful movie to look at. And but it's not like a mass watch it. I'd be really curious to know what you think. It's gorgeous to look at. And she's very good in it. And so is Vincent D'Onofrio as well.
He has a VHS of it.
I got it on like a mystery box thing. Yeah, I was like, oh shit.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah. But Daddy, do you have a different daddy or?
So I'm gonna give it to J-Lo and Ice Cube. I'm hearing, I'm getting it from both of them. They got me. I'm kind of like in an Eiffel Tower with them, and we're having a really good time. Okay. Eric Stoltz is watching in the corner. He's kind of like watching it happen for sure. He's welcome to be there, but I don't need him to be in bed with us.
He's injured.
He's injured.
I wonder what was that choice to just have him in bed the whole movie.
They should just kill them.
Let's talk about that though, right? The two survivors, the two heroes of this movie are people of color. That didn't happen in the 90s. You know, that's only just now starting to happen. So
that's very true.
To take out the great white hunter of this movie and take him out early, now suddenly your audience doesn't know what to expect. And I think I think that might be what they were going for. The role of Terry was not written to be a woman of color. Actually, I know Nicole Kidman and
Sandra Bullock and Jennifer Aniston were up for this.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think it works.
That's awesome.
J-Lo is so fucking good in this movie.
Yeah. And I do like that. And I also think that Terry, she needed Danny, but she was all right on her own too.
Yeah.
Until the end when he had the axe.
Right.
Yeah, that's very true.
Right. They can work together, but she would have been fine without him up to the axe part. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's a good. I mean, it's teamwork. You know, makes the dream work
for sure.
So,
and they do go together everywhere. Because even for the rope, why was she in the water if he just went? She went with him.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah. Favorite death. Oof. Here we go.
All right, Ricky, you go first.
Waterfall. It's the waterfall. Yeah, I mean, I do think they're all really, really good deaths, but yeah, the waterfall is just so unexpected. You don't expect him to grab midair and pulled back up and suffocated, and it's just a cool. It's action at its best.
That was mine too.
That was yours
not gonna
too.
lie, that's mine too. Yeah.
Mine was in between that one and the last one with the when you see the inside of it, because that one it just looks
that's
so
really cool too. Yeah.
Ugh, it's such a sick shot. I would pick just to be different. I'll pick that one.
Okay, so I'm gonna rank them. I'm gonna do the top three.
Okay.
Mine would be the waterfall, then Cerrone. And then Owen Wilson only for the last
final
breath,
shot,
the last breath, and the final shot of him inside of the snake.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's cool.
Like the imprint of him. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really good ones.
And then also the monkey. It's a pretty good death too.
Oh my! We didn't. You know what we didn't talk about?
What? The first snake dying.
The snake spitting the monkey at
Oh shit!
The snake spits the monkey at someone. Who was it? Oh, at Westridge. That shit was fucking
forgot.
hilarious.
So funny.
That's true.
You're right.
Like, what?
You're
wow.
right.
He literally comes out of the water and goes, "Bitch,
fuck you." That's so crazy.
That monkey went everywhere.
Yeah, poor monkey. Didn't catch a break.
We didn't talk about that. That was really funny. Do we have any other segments? I always forget this.
No, the review, Daddy, and Kid and Death. Yeah.
Okay, if you had a final boy line in this movie, because Danny just says "bitch."
That's true.
If you had one, what would it be?
Oh no, I wish I'd had time to prepare this.
We just gotta think of if it's like a good fit for the movie.
Okay,
we do this all the time on the spot.
All right, slither out of that one. That wasn't good. That was really bad.
No, that was good.
That's amazing.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, let me see.
Damn. I would do like some take that Slytherin. Like
yeah, okay.
You know, Harry Potter mashup.
Yep, I got you.
Instead of saying bitch, I would have said slut.
Oh. Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, those are good. All right. So, Ricky, please let our listeners know anything and everything that you want them to let them know about you.
Hell yeah. My latest episode is available now. It is about 13 ghosts. My guest host is my social media manager, Stanley Martin, and he's crushing it. Please check that episode out. My website, again, is RickOrTreat.com. On TikTok, I am RickOrTreat Pod. Instagram, RickOrTreat Pod. YouTube, RickOrTreat, and check out Pigpen Products and use code RickOrTreat for 20% off. And you can find me personally through any of those channels. Just stalk me. I love to be stalked.
If you guys want to listen to another episode with Ricky, we had him on our Wolfman episode from the original Wolfman, not the 2009.
Right.
Check that one
you know
out.
what?
So
and
fun.
wait, let me do this because I put you guys on the spot and made you guys come on my show then, and I picked the movie for you. I'm going to do it again, but Let's keep it with the theme. Let's keep it snakes. I would actually really love to talk snakes on a plane with you guys.
Yes.
All right. That's good. I've never seen it, so that's gonna be awesome.
Come on, how have you never seen snakes on a plane?
I know the memes, and I never sat down and watched it.
Oh,
it's so weird.
All
there's
right.
penis, there's titties.
Wait, you have it?
I own it. I own the movie.
Oh, easy watch. Let's do it. Oh, that's so good.
All right, it's decided. We'll decide
Samuel
when.
Jackson.
Yeah,
yeah.
Message us. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Let's
I can't
do
wait.
that.
That'll be great.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
thank
excited.
you, thank you for having me. Truly, I
Of
always
course.
love
Thank you for
spending time with
coming.
you guys. You're wonderful.
Thank you. I know we were talking earlier, and it's been our schedules are everywhere, but
a mess.
I'm
You
glad
guys
we were able
moved.
to do
I
this.
moved. Like it's
I
fine.
know. We work nights.
I
You
know.
work day.
I work
It
nights. I work nights, but
sucks.
I don't work all nights.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. But thank you so much for coming.
Anytime,
it's always a pleasure to have you.
Fuck
So,
yeah.
For sure.
We
This was
appreciate
so
it.
much fun. So next week, I'm actually very excited because this is another franchise we have not jumped into.
What the
And
fuck?
I think it's fucking time. Dead by Daylight just released a killer of this. So we're gonna jump into Alien next week.
Nice.
So excited. I'm actually on an Alien journey right now.
Yep.
I'm on part 4. I just have to start it. Just finished part 3 before we watched Anaconda, actually.
Yeah.
Go check out
It
those
took him
ones.
like 3 days, but he finished it eventually.
I did finish it. So we're gonna jump into the alien world next week, and I'm super excited. I'm a big xenomorph head. There's one
Nice.
behind me. I don't know if you can kind of see it. Kind of.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
Not
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole
Oh,
head.
yeah, right.
Yeah. I got it.
Yeah.
See some HR Geiger in there.
Hell yeah. So join us for that, and that's pretty much what I have.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's pretty much it. So thank
So,
you so much for watching and
you.
listening.
And thank you again, Ricky.
Anytime, guys. I had so much fun.
Awesome. And remember,
Stay spooky and stay sexy.
see you in your dreams.
Horror Daddies.